Hiya guys, welcome to the Shoegazer 903 channel, the channel that celebrates itself. And today I thought I would pay a big tribute to a magazine that has sadly, like many other magazines, they came out with their last issue at the end of 2024. It took a bit of time to make this video because obviously we're in late January, well, actually early February today. But yeah, I thought I would get round to this because it's really important to talk about, and it's a bit of a warning as well for the future, the very near future. I really hope that magazines aren't obsolete. There's so many reasons I can give for the continuation of that medium, that format. Just reading's good for you. It's good for the mental health. You haven't got a screen that you're staring at all the time, which strains your eyes. It's just a nice, easy format. You can take it anywhere. Camping, B&Bs, travel lodges, and just open it, and you don't have to scroll with a mouse or anything. You just can flick through the pages, get to where you want to be, and it just feels nice in your hands. So that's just some reasons, and as well as being extremely educational, and you can play guitar and learn at the same time. But yeah, the magazine in question is Total Guitar Magazine, which as you can see there, collector's edition, final issue. So basically, the story with me and this magazine is I was kind of regular to start with. This is the first one I got here, 2009, with James Hetfield from Metallica on the front. This is the first one I bought. You can see there the date, July 2009. So that was when I was 15 years old. So yeah, really exciting time of my life, just year 10 or 11 of school, and with all the dreams and aspirations that you'd expect a young man to possess. And yeah, I was kind of on and off with getting this magazine. I think at times I did subscribe to it, when I was getting all 12 in a year. But then yeah, I mean, I guess by the late or the mids, I think by the mid 2010s, I bought it only if it was something decent in there that I was into, something useful that would really change my playing. But yeah, I mean, this is just such a vital thing in learning how to play. I just really like the way they got the lessons, and I thought that was perfect. Just little bite-sized chunks for the lessons. I just played anything. Like funk, jazz. It wasn't all indie and rock all the time. I was into it all. It was like an African edition where I dabbled in African music for a while. And there was even a time I wanted to be like a funk guitarist because I was getting into Frusciante, John Squire. He's got a lot of funky guitar, the whole sort of baggy thing. James Brown, the James Brown guitarist. I was really, I was actually considering being more of a funky guitarist at one point when I was 17, 18. I just like the whole kind of rhythm with the wah pedal and the compression. But yeah, what I loved about this magazine was it was kind of colloquial. It was never, which means slang, it was never fully professional, sophisticated. It was kind of aimed at, it was perfect for a teenager like me at the time. Just working through these exercises, stretching, that was really useful, just doing a bit of that. And what I liked about it is they tabbed it all, like, so not only have they got the numbers of the frets, but they got the theory there. They actually show you what the chord name is, and I learned so many chords just through this because I kept on repeating it, trying to get it right all the time. It meant that it was quite easy to remember the chord names above. Yeah, because I was just repeating it so many times, trying to get it right, precise, that I learned not only do I learn the different chords, but I also learned the different positions where you can play them, and that's where the whole sort of caged system that Joe Pass invented, that came into play. And now I know a C-shaped D chord and A, G, E, D, all the different shaped chords and where they are on the neck. And it was just, brilliant. Like I think I got really good at arpeggiating notes as well, just through this, just so many different exercises that in bite-sized chunks, and then at the end you got the whole sort of, you can learn a full song if you're feeling brave enough and if you had time, And not too many adverts either, really. I mean, not really. I mean, compared to what it is now. But well, maybe there is quite a lot of ads actually, but there was definitely enough content to keep me interested. Definitely enough kind of sections going on. Yeah, all this was really helpful. BB King there, legend. So yeah, I mean, I think it's a real shame. I really do. I think obviously you got stuff like Songster and YouTube. Justin Sam, the Code Guitar, big shout out to that channel. I think that was one of the first channels I followed, and that taught me a few things. And obviously now Rick Beato's the main guy. Got a few car magazines because I was a massive petrol head, still am a little bit. But yeah, here's some more ones that got quite a lot. Britpop one there, look. So Dave from the Britpop Buzz would definitely like this, and John Boswell too. Yeah, this was a really good feature actually. The Britpop guitarist, and got like McCabe in there, and Andy Bell. Yeah, there's McCabe. Andy Bell is in here somewhere. But Bernard Butler. Cassidy guitarist, he's underrated. Hold on, there's more. There's Squire. Andy Bell, there he is. Yeah, and obviously Matt Bellamy, growing up in the 2000s. Actually, Matt Bellamy from Muse was my guitar hero. There's a Chaos pad there. Yeah, I mean, he got me to play the guitar, to be honest. I mean, obviously the effects he used as well, the fact that he had like a fuzz built inside his Manson custom built guitar, and the fact that he had the Chaos pad and all of that crazy stuff going on, it just blew my mind. And I think it kind of led me to shoegaze in a way, even though I wasn't even aware of it back then. But you can see that kind of path, like Muse, and I got into Radiohead and Feeder. I was into a lot of the 2000s, like mainstream rock and the garage rock movement, the Strokes, the Hives, Jets, the Vines. I was big into them. I really like Craig Nichols. I thought I liked the madness and the relatability, because I was quite wild back then. Yeah, so I got quite a few from various years, as you can see. But I think it really is a shame. Yeah, Biffy Clyro, they were all over it at one point. Johnny Marr issue, that was a good one. I think I learned quite a lot from that, especially for arpeggios. That one could be quite useful there. I mean, the good thing is that it's always really useful as well. So I could dig out a magazine from 2009 and I learned something new. That was the beauty of this magazine. It wasn't something that got old, because of the lessons were always valuable for, all stages of guitar playing, all levels. It was always relevant. You can always I can go back today to an old magazine and just practice some riff or a bit of rhythm, but it's all relevant. It's not like a news-based magazine. I think that was the key thing that made it so appealing to me. I knew that it was always going to be something I can jump back to at any time if I want to find out a certain technique, if you want to find out a bit of gear, anything like that. Then I got even more over here. Justin Hawkins Rides Again, another funny channel. Got a couple of Guitar Techniques magazines as well. I don't know if they're still going to be going, and Guitarist as well. The Lamb of God one, I think this was the second one I got. This dates back to August 2009. I think that was the second one I got. I think they actually started in 94, 95. I think John Squire was he was the first. I think it was Love Spreads or something, how to play Love Spreads, and so he was the first cover star, I think, or maybe Hendrix was on the front, but they definitely had John Squire feature in there, because there was some kind of some kind of retrospective focused magazine where they looked at all the issues. But yeah, it dates back to 94, so I mean they kept it going for 25 years basically, and then I came on board 2009, so 15 years. So I experienced 15 years of it, which is pretty good. Yeah, but I think it's just, I just really hope that everything doesn't go that way. We need to retain, we need to keep cash in our pockets, and we need to keep physical media, magazines, especially, because I think it's just too much. It's just the whole computer thing. It's taken over our lives, and we need to get back to just pen and paper, really. Yeah, I would be quite happy to. Yeah, and I just, it's sad, isn't it? It's sad. I mean, for the editors as well, the guys who put their heart and soul into these magazines, and I mean, these are the lucky ones, really, that have been going for 25 years. I mean, like that retro Japanese car magazine, that they only had 4 or 5 editions of that one before it went bust. So, if you're thinking about starting a magazine, it's it's almost pointless now. It's becoming obsolete. I think it's a great shame because I was a big reader. You know, as you can see, like by my book collection. I mean, that's not even like 10% of it. When I was like 16 or something, I had like bookshelves like all over this place. Really. Um, yeah, I mean, I had so many books and I had to give so many away to charity and stuff because it was just becoming too much for this house. I got more up in the attic, and there's more in the next door room. But yeah, it's a shame because I was a massive reader, and it was a big part of my education. Really is. I mean, that's why I'm quite good at writing essays on my uni course, things like that. It all helps. So good, these workouts they do. That I like the way you can like they encourage you to use a timer, a 12-minute workout guide. That was good because it helps you work under pressure, which is what you're doing as a guitar player on stage, and in the studio as well to not spend over budget. It is a race against time in this industry, a hell of a lot. Um, yeah, and I think that really helps. That makes you a much better player, and it encourages discipline, and it just gets you conditioned for gigs where you've got to think on your feet and not delay the set because you don't want the audience to get restless. So, just stuff like that is just really helpful. I think TG Total Guitar just nailed it, really. And then they had the full tab if you're feeling brave at the end. And yeah, I loved it. I mean, when I was 15, 16, I really thought I was going to be a rock star because of this magazine. And even though that hasn't quite happened, I don't really want it to be. I'm not sure if I want to be a rock star, really, like that. But I want to be a musician. But obviously this started the avenue anyway towards music production, which is now my forte, having taken it at uni. So yeah, a real shame, really. I think where Total Guitar got wrong, the thing that detracted me why I stopped subscribing to it, that was the thing. They used to do like a separate video disc. That Chris Bird guy there, he used to do like he used to do a walkthrough of a song that they're trying to encourage you to learn, and they got rid of the CD that used to just be stuck on the front, and you put it in your computer, obviously, and it was like it was just easier to learn a song because you could see where his fingers were and where they were moving to, the anticipation for the next note. You could see the positioning and the whole workings going on. So I think when they stopped doing that CD and they got rid of that, and I think that really put me off. I remember that being a major reason. Yeah, it definitely was. I thought, well, I'm not going to get my money's worth, really, if they're not going to supply that anymore. Um, £5.50. That, I mean, what was this? 2015. So what's that compared to the price for the last issue? I bet it was around £7. Yeah, 6.75. Definitely went up a bit. But not too much, not too bad actually. It's still cheaper than Sound on Sound magazine, which is the thing I'm actually. I think that would be for another episode. I think I've got a Sound on Sound magazine collection, which is the music production stuff. So I've gone from playing guitar to learning about the production, the background. Yeah, cool. Yeah, maybe I'll show you I'll show you guys the Sound on Sound collection another time. But this has been my tribute to Total Guitar Magazine. Thanks for watching.